Hey, what's up, guys? Time to do a little bit something different today, as usual. So let's go ahead and jump straight on into this. We're going to play a little bit of NHL 2004. I just feel like sort of jumping forward. Just so you know, I turned the music off for obvious reasons since this is YouTube. So hopefully the music does stay off. Not that I hate the music or anything like that, but I do prefer to have the idea of like actually, you know, I don't know, like being able to like I don't know, like actually play the game, you know, and not have everything demonetized and stuff like that. Anyway, we'll go play with Montreal and Boston. We'll make it easy. Why might as well. Okay, we'll do ice, whatever. We'll do 10-minute periods. Okay, but what are these rules? Okay, I don't know. I didn't set any custom rules, so whatever. We'll see what happens. I haven't played this game before. I did play NHL 2014, so I played a game 10 years after this. I remember getting that when we got our PlayStation 3 back when we were in Canada, actually, so that's a perfect place to get it. Anyway, I would say that the graphics are slightly better than what we saw in NHL 94 or 95 on the Game Boy. Only slightly.
This exhibition game promises to deliver great hits, fast shots, and unbelievable saves.
Let's get ready for a skillful performance by
Alright, so we'll figure out
and the Boston Bruins.
How to control everything. There we go.
The blocker.
Brisebois gets dropped. Markov finds the loose puck.
There we go. So we push X to pass. You guys are probably going to laugh at me as I try to figure out these controls and figure out how everything works. But, you know, one of the reasons why I don't, you know, spend necessarily a lot of time, you know, messing around with the controls beforehand or trying to memorize them or whatever is because my point here, my purpose in playing this is not necessarily to, like, play the game really well and to impress people or anything like that. It's rather to just sort of play and see what it's like. And so if you have a game that has controls that are not really easy to figure out, I want to know that, right? Because it gives you something to talk about, right? People need to know if like the controls in this game suck or whatever. I thought I set it for 10-minute periods, but it gave me 20 minutes, so I don't know. What's up with that, man? Or maybe it's like 10 minutes, but it sort of depends on like, it'll tell you like how fast it is or something, whatever. All right, playing around. So it does use actually both of those. It does use both of the. What do they call it? It's not the control pad, but it's this like little thing on the bottom that I'm pushing. Whatever it is, it uses both sides, right? So I use the left side here to like control, and then I use the other side to like figure out like where my stick is going to be. I can also use it to hit guys, which is pretty cool. That went in. Hossa scores! I gotta learn how to talk like that guy, man.
Absolute laser beam that found the back.
I guess it did go in.
And just like that, they move in front.
The other team had better take cover.
So I know everybody talks about the PC version of this game, right? That's the one that all the modders are using. But frankly, this version is actually really good. This is a lot of fun.
Penalty called.
Oh, come on.
Zednik will go to the box for hooking.
The referee makes the call. It's hooking. And that means 2 minutes in the box.
Surrey to number 20. Bullish takes control of the puck.
Anyway, I know there was somebody who was asking me about potentially playing the what's it called? The NHL 2K version of hockey, right? That came out. So like, I don't remember if it was like 2K05 or 2K04 or something like that. But anyway, I'll do that too eventually. I just wanted to show that, you know, I'm not just going to do a bunch of like 8-bit or less games. Although it's fun to do those too, right? We want to do a whole bunch of those games.
Shields intercepts the puck. Knubel. Ralston grabs the puck.
I love that bell sound, man. It sounds like we're at like a heavyweight fight or something like that, right? You know, oh, it's the time for the next round.
McInnes scoops up the loose puck. Axelson gets pushed.
And, you know, for all this talk about like, oh, this is different camera angle or whatever, this actually reminds me a lot of the classic, you know, NHL '94.
McInnes, scooped up by Boston. He scores!
Well, so much for that.
You've got to take advantage of your power play opportunities to be successful. They did just that.
Montreal couldn't hold the lead.
At this rate, we can see the lead switch a few times.
Over the line. Thornton fires it hard. Markov takes control of the puck.
Number 10,
Brings it out. Knubel gets hold of the puck.
So I'm just sort of like screwing around with it, like saying, what happens if I push this button? What happens if I push that button, right? What does this do? What does that do?
Up along the boards. Zednik goes to the backhand. Out of their defensive end. The Bruins.
Here we go, Craig.
Oh, here we go. Oh, so I'm supposed to push that button and that'll give me a fight. That's what's going on. What do I push? Can I do like a Hadouken or something like that? Give him another one to the ribs. There you go.
No clear winner either.
They both showed up, and that's the important part.
The face-off goes to Boston, right in front.
Yeah, so anyway, I think I can tell why it is that people really like this game.
Over the line. Girard shoves him.
Oops, wrong button.
Played back. Shoots the puck. Brings it out. LaPointe scoops up the loose puck.
There we go.
In front. Shot the puck. Shields gets a pad on it.
When you combine superior anticipation with reactions like that, you'll make the save 9 out of 10 times.
Boston dumps the puck in. Boynton. Hard one-timer. Privé now with it. Cranked him.
Stood him up perfectly, Jim.
Quick pass up.
All right, here we go. Now we're taking it seriously now. It's amazing too, right? You think about like, I mean, this is only what like you know, a decade after NHL '94. When you look at like the difference in terms of like graphical abilities and qualities and stuff, it really is impressive. All that was available for this game, right? I mean, it's a totally different type of immersive experience. Now, whether it's actually a superior hockey experience, I think remains to be seen. But this is a really good game.
Working along the perimeter, Bullish turned aside by Shields.
What a save off the blocker.
Shields freezes the puck.
Take him out. Take Shields out.
Berard picked it up. Delayed call against Montreal. Along the boards, O'Donnell with a wrist shot. Ralston jumps on the loose puck. Zednik wipes out Thornton. And out they come with a puck. Samsonov. Moved ahead. Theodore shut the door. There's a penalty coming up. Zednik will get the gate for roughing.
Oh,
The
well.
officials are starting to call this one more closely. That's roughing.
We're ready for the face-off. Thornton wins the draw. Wrist shot. Theodore stones him cold.
He used the pads to make the save.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Juno gets shoved. He gets hold of the puck. Knubel. Change up. With a wrist shot. Theodore gets a pad on it.
He had to use his entire body that time, but he got the save.
Change up. Up along the boards. In the corner. Koivu shoots quickly. Blocked. Cranks it. Shields gets a pad on it.
A defensive collapse saved by the man between the pipes.
Advances the puck.
There we go. So yeah, let me know what you think about NHL 2004 as compared to other games in the series. I think this game still looks really good today. I think it plays really well today, all things considered. But then again, I haven't played. I don't know what like the latest version of the game's like or anything like that. But this is actually a lot of fun.
Gill gets the loose puck. McInnes. One-timer. Theodore stabs at it.
Great save with the glove hand.
Markov with the puck.
Oh, whoops. I probably shouldn't have just given up the puck like that, huh? That was probably a bad thing.
Gets a pad on it.
He wasn't going to let that one get past him. Nice save.
McInnes intercepts the puck. Zednik sees his penalty expire and jumps back on the ice. Brings it out. Axelson corrals the puck. In front. Blocked. Samsonov takes control of the puck.
All right, here we go. Oh, well, there we go again. Gave it away. All right, here we go. Now we're going.
Played up. Right in front. Fires it. Thornton picks up the puck from Shields. Delayed penalty coming up from Montreal. Knubel gets the loose puck. Murray dumps it in on the end boards. Jumped on by Boston. Knubel, one time. There's going to be a penalty.
There's going to be a penalty. Boy, I wonder why.
Now that's something you just hate to see because of the way it stops players from showcasing their skills.
Boston sees their chance with this power play,
And this is as good a chance in this game as they're likely to get.
Surrey with the puck. He dumps it. Boston scoops it up. Brings it out. Surrey pitchforks Ralston. Brevet intercepts the puck. He gets checked.
How about the hitting out there, Jim?
Fires. Theodore turns him. Scores.
Well, that wasn't very good. Yeah, he's telling me what he thinks of my playing abilities.
He just picked his spot and snapped it home.
They'll have to move.
It's pretty impressive, by the way. I mean, like the crowd graphics and stuff. It's pretty impressive for a PlayStation 2 game.
Swing the momentum in their favor.
Berard takes control of the puck. Brings it in. McInnes brings it up. Played across. Out of their defensive end.
Oh, whoops.
McInnes
I think he was trying to change.
Bullish takes possession of the puck.
There we go.
Bullish wrist shot. Shields denied him. Working along the perimeter. McInnes. Koivu pushes him.
This doesn't look good. Turned away. What a save off the blocker.
Zednik with the puck. The first is now over. The Canadiens
And that
are
doesn't.
sitting one goal back.
They're just taking too many.
So
penalties,
it'll
Jim.
be a little
It's
bit,
really that simple.
better here than it was yesterday. Oh, you can hold down the shoot button to get better shot power. Okay.
That first period was tight.
Hopefully we'll see things open up in the second.
So there you go. You can put out your complaints about how I'm playing here. You have to remember though that like this is actually the first time that I'm playing this game. But like I said, I did play NHL. I think it was 2014. Occasionally on the PlayStation 3, which is actually quite similar.
Over the line. Pass back. One-time shot.
Well, that didn't work. I thought I had it on
There's
easy
nothing
mode.
as lethal as a quick and accurate wrist shot.
The goalie will be seeing that one in his nightmares. This team hasn't shown much consistency.
Jim, it's their defense that's starting to look very suspect.
Moved up.
Assisted by number 19, Joe.
Bullish gets the pass from Theodore. Markov
There we go.
brings it out.
There we
In over the
go.
line. Out of their
Well, that
defensive
didn't do
end.
much.
Moved ahead. In all alone. Leg save.
You've got to work hard to get past his coverage down low.
Markov jumps on the loose puck. And out they come with a puck. Passed ahead. Ralston finds the loose puck. Knubel.
All right, keep it going.
Markov gobbles it up.
Oh.
He gets laid out. Koivu scoops
Anyway,
up
one
the
thing I
loose
will
puck.
say is that you always know that you have a good game and you have a good community if you're seeing like a whole bunch of people who are playing like an old game over and over again, and you keep going for it. Oh, I lost that one.
That one was a mismatch. He just got pummeled.
You're right. Not the best showing with the gloves off.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. No doubt about it. This is the man you want taking faceoffs every time.
Make no mistake, he gets the job done.
Theodore stoned him. Scores!
Yeah, we're not doing so well defensively here, are we?
This is what's so great about the wrist shot. It's not as fast as a slap shot, but it's quicker to get off and way more accurate.
Moved across.
By number 6,
Knuble gets checked.
He'll keep his eyes open now.
Hummel. And by number 7,
Dackel gets the loose puck.
Probably should be pushing that button.
Backhand blocked. He's with the puck. Out over the blue line. Moved ahead. Knuble corrals the puck. Heavy shot. Rivet gets hammered. Boynton takes control of the puck. Brings it out. Thornton takes possession of the puck. Delayed call. Boynton with shot. Theodore stoned him cold. Knuble with the puck. Hossa pushes Murray. Quick pass up. Move back. Gerard controls the puck. Penalty call.
There we go.
Surrey
Well, that
will
took
go
a
to the
long time.
box for tripping. Did he really think he could get away with tripping him?
Well, the sad thing is, once in a while, they
I love
do
it.
get away
Did
with it.
did he
That's
really
why
think
they
he
keep
could get away
trying.
with tripping him?
Montreal will take the
This is
penalty
me
and
trying to
sacrifice a
figure
point.
out what creative
Now the
things I
game
can do
gets
with the
interesting.
controls.
Gonna
That's all
take
I'm doing.
Real
All
mental discipline to kill this penalty.
right. Yeah, there's your mental discipline. Wow, but it's impressive. They even have
Takes control of
you know,
the puck.
crowd noises and stuff specific to the home team, which is pretty cool. I mean, these days I'm supposing that that's pretty common, but like when I play, say, like Football Manager or whatever, you can't even set it up so that it has that.
Played up. Brisebois stops the shot.
There we go.
Knuble advances the puck. Murray, quick shot. Theodore turned the shot away. Sundstrom gets checked. Knuble shoots the puck. Murray gets it. Montreal puts its number 2 penalty killing unit out. Axelson gets checked. Backhand shot from the left. O'Donnell jumps on the loose puck. Knuble with a wrist shot. Theodore made the pad save. Markov with the puck.
Get it. There you go. There we go.
Surrey
Much
is
better.
back on the...
Look out. I think we're about to have a fight.
It didn't take long. He came back on the ice, and then first thing he did was get in a fight. Well, I've lost 2 fights in a row now, so whatever I'm doing, it's not
And
working.
man, was he on the receiving end?
The players are lining up at the face-off circle. Moved across.
number 44,
Played back. Ahead to the neutral zone. In over the line. McInnes. Markov takes control of the puck.
There we go. Put it back in there.
Koivu blasts Berard. Played up. Sednik gets the loose puck. Quick shot from the left. Shields stoned him. In front. Shoots the puck. McGillis gets in the way. Moved up. McGillis
just
with
missed
the
that.
puck. La point.
So this
Markov
game, I think,
grabs it.
requires a little bit more
Out of their
concentration on my
defensive
part than most of the earlier Sega games seem to be a little bit
Along the
simpler.
boards, Hossa shoots it quickly. Score!
And there we go. So it did work. All right.
Wow, it's really not fair when a guy can shoot it like that.
Nice goal. He's going to score more often.
Yeah, how
than
did he
not
get
with
that
kind of
through? That was
slap shot.
amazing.
Donato gets hold of the puck. Montreal gets a hold of it. Into the attacking zone. Right in front. Shields gets a leg on it.
This man is equally at ease making saves with his gloves or his
Oh,
pads.
man, that was close.
Donato gets pushed.
That shook him up.
Centered. Cranks one. Theodore gets a pad on it.
When you combine superior
go.
anticipation
There we go.
with reactions like that, you'll make the save 9 out of 10 times.
And out they come with a puck. In over the line. Stone cold by Theodore.
Perfect pad save.
Zaminer now has the puck.
This is pretty cool. So I know I've been kind of quiet here for the most part as I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm doing, but I will say that
Samsonov jumps on the loose puck.
well, that was a pretty bad idea, Theodore. The thing I will say though is that this game is really, really fast, and that's probably the best part about it.
McGillis with
It
the
just
puck.
it feels like there's
Boston
always something
needs
that's
to be making a
happening.
line change soon. Ralston, wrist shot. Theodore closed the door.
He uses the pads and makes the save.
Bouillon takes control of the puck.
Like what I'm not seeing here is I'm not seeing a whole bunch of times where like, you know, nothing's going on or whatever. There's nothing to worry about. It ends up being pretty intense like the whole time, which is pretty cool.
Gets the loose puck. Theodore made the pad save.
It feels more like almost more like an arcade game I think than anything else.
Out over the blue line. Hummel.
Although it's an arcade game that I'm not
Grabs the
playing
puck.
particularly well.
Wrist shot. Big glove.
Ah, nice effort on that save.
Over the line. Wrist shot. Blocked. Zaminer scoops up the loose puck. Koivu gets checked.
Right there.
Boynton finds the loose puck. Rivet gets pushed. Zaminer gets hold of the puck. Donato grabbed it.
Hit the
Montreal
wrong guy.
jumps on it. Girard. Big glove save by Theodore. Zaminer gets the puck. Boston grabs it. Shoots. Theodore denied him. Zaminer. Theodore gets a pad on it.
He had to use his entire body that time, but he got the save.
Girard with the puck. Knuble takes it. Wrist shot from the right. Theodore made the pad save.
All right, well,
Girard shoots the puck.
I'm not sure how well we're playing here, but it's all
Brings it
right.
out. Through the neutral zone. Bullish crank one.
Just wanted to see
Shields
what happens
made the
if I
pad
hold it
save.
down a little bit.
Bullish jumps on the loose puck. Backhanded shot. Berard takes control. Shields turned the shot away. Samsonov takes control of the puck. He's all alone. Theodore turned the shot aside. Bullish with the puck.
Get him, get him, get him.
Ends the second period.
All right, well, 4-2. That's all right. That's not too bad. I'm not getting totally
They're down
creamed.
by 2 and they can't win the faceoffs. There's definitely a connection there.
Now I could win the face-offs if I could figure out how to do the face-offs. So
It'll
let's
take
see.
a huge
Let's see
effort
what
to
we can
tighten
do.
this game up.
Right now, one team is controlling the play. The face-off goes to
Ooh, we
Montreal.
won that one. We can win.
Surrey takes possession of the puck. In over the line. Played back. He intercepts the pass. Adet stops the shot. Berard knocked him off the puck. Taken by Boston. McInnes gets in
So
the
the other
way.
thing I'll say, and I know you guys probably know this better than I do, but I feel like a lot of the sort of buttons that I push correspond to, you know, certain like hockey moves. And so like when I was called for tripping, it's because I was sort of like, you know, hooking my stick around and ended up getting the defender, which is really, really cool. So you can, it feels really kind of natural to do what you want to do, whatever it is.
Rips a shot. Adet takes control of the puck.
At the very least, I'll say that I haven't. Okay, that was kind of dumb. I haven't found myself in a position in this game where I'm like, oh, there's nothing I can do, or what do I do in this situation, or whatever. Like, I can always figure something out.
The Bruins dump it. Koivu in control now.
All right, here we go.
Into the attacking zone.
There's nobody with me. Speaking of nothing I can do.
Advances the puck. Shields turn the shot away. McInnes with a wrist shot. Theodore turns him away.
What a save off the blocker.
Theodore denied him.
Now that was a quick pad save.
Axelson nails Koivu.
So there was some article that I had read somewhere where people were saying that all the great NHL games ended the year 4. And then I think that there are also people who think that, you know, some of the games ending in the year 5 are just as good or whatever. But this game would definitely be, you know, a good argument for that. This is a lot of fun. This really is a lot of fun.
He gets shoved.
That's how to play tough.
Boynton gets hold of the puck. Donato, he gets laid out.
He really took it to him.
Scores!
Well, that was bad.
Individual play to get the goal.
That's all right. That's not the first time that I've done
That
that.
was a blistering slap shot. I don't think there's a goal.
This is my signature move. Hand the puck straight back to the guy who's coming right at me.
Scoops
Here you go. Try again.
By number 2, Yvonne Hummel. The goal was unassisted.
Montreal has it now. Thornton. Murray with a wrist shot. Theodore made the leg save. Moved ahead.
All right, here we go. Here we go again. We got this under control.
Bouillon shoots the puck. Blocked. Murray with the puck.
Line 2.
Hummel gets laid out. Ribeiro.
So, you know, one of the things that's kind of funny to me is when we were playing NHL Stanley Cup a little bit earlier, you know, I know back in those days, like, people thought that was what the future of hockey games was. All right, 5-3 now. But the funny thing about this is that it's really not like that, right? None of these games are, you know, this like behind-the-shoulder type of like virtual reality 3D type of experience, right? I mean,
that lets his team control the first few seconds of play. That can be huge in a game.
Girard jumps on the loose puck.
there we go.
He scores,
There we go.
And that's the hat trick.
5-4.
That
There
gets
we
them to
go.
within 1 goal, Jim.
Where are the
Fell
hats? Oh, no,
behind
we're
a
on the
bit, but
road.
now they've got a chance to tie it up. A good wrist shot is hard to stop, and that was a good wrist shot.
Yeah. So anyway. It's kind of funny how, you know, in the end, it was really sort of like, you know, this kind of like 2D-ish perspective. And it really is, honestly, it's a 2D game. It's really this 2D-ish type game that wound up being the thing that people really wanted to play. And I honestly think a lot of that has to do with the fact that people just want to like be able to, you know, actually see what they're doing and control things instead of, you know, having no idea what's going on. Remember, that was the problem with Stanley Cup on the Super Nintendo. All right, the problem is not that necessarily the graphics are awful. The problem is that it makes you like feel like you're going sick and you have no idea what's going on. You have no idea where you are or anything like that. And anyway, this is what I've been saying. I've been saying this a lot about baseball games. It's true for really every sport, which is that if you're going to make a game, you have to make sure that the person who's playing it can actually tell what's going on.
In the corner. And out they come with a puck. Advances the puck. Audette gets muscled off the puck. Murray cleared down the ice. Ribeiro gets
I wonder what it was like to do the voice acting for this game, right? The whole time you have to be like, Audette, Hossa!
Attacking zone. Moved up. Shot. Ribeiro hits the post. Surrey jumps on the loose puck. Leg save.
Great stop with the pads.
Moved ahead. Murray with a slap
There
shot.
we
Blocked.
go.
Gill takes control of the puck.
There we go.
Gets checked.
Shoot.
Angled him nicely on that check.
Bullish finds the loose puck. Skating through center ice. Brings it in. Rips it. Turned away by Shields. Koivu intercepts the pass. Quick pass up. Passed ahead. Moved up. Wrist shot. Theodore stabs at it.
All right.
Great save with the glove hand.
And out they come with a puck. Koivu.
Let's see if we can get something going. Come on, don't leave me alone.
He gets pushed.
Took him out of the play that time. Line 2.
Oh, where are we? Where are we going, guys?
Axelson jumps on the loose puck. He gets hammered.
Some contact on the play that time.
Bouillon with the puck.
What do you mean by that time? There was contact on every single one of these plays. We've had nothing but contact all game long.
Axelson.
All right.
Gobbles it up.
Lightwood.
Out over the blue line. Over the line. In front.
Oh, this.
Shoots quickly. Bullish takes control of the puck. Shields stoned him. Moved ahead. Out over the blue line.
Line 2.
Shoots the puck.
Where is it? There it is. All right, good times. Wow, we're already over a half hour. See, I put it at 10-minute periods. I didn't know that it was actually going to be 10 minutes like real life. So maybe I should have looked something up about this game before playing it.
Surrey scoops up the loose puck. Saved by
The other cool thing is I feel like I can
Quick
shoot
pass
from like
up.
any possible angle, so it doesn't matter where I am on the ice. We can take a shot.
LaPointe gets the loose puck. Door slammed shut by Theodore.
This man is equally at ease making saves with his gloves or his pads.
Over
Except for the
center
5
ice,
goals he
into
gave
the
up.
attacking zone. Blocked. Gilbert jumps on the loose puck. Rings it out. Samsonov takes control of the puck.
Last minute of play is
Berard. Montreal picked it up.
All right, here we go. Oh, wait, we have to try to score, don't we? We don't have any time left.
Ralston played up. Samsonov grabs the puck. Koivu shoves McInnes. Brisebois scoops up the loose puck. McInnes.
Overall, though, I will say that, like, you know, for a sport that is so, like, full of, you know, continuous action, they did a really good job here with the way that they're doing, like, the announcers and stuff like that. It sounds really good.
Turned away. What a save off the blocker.
Samsonov hit.
The fans don't like that one.
Berard.
Last second prayer doesn't work. All right, so we end up losing this one 5-4, but it was a lot of fun. It's been a little while since I played a game that had me sort of like this into it, you know, and dedicated to trying to figure this stuff out. So anyway, this is fun. A little bit of, you know, slow down in a couple of parts there, especially with the crowd and stuff like that. I'm not sure if that's the emulator, though, or exactly what it is that's causing that. Theodore gives up 5 goals and is still one of the 3 stars. Hossa gets the first star, even though he lost. So not bad. Anyway, there you go. We can always play a rematch. They had 70 shots. My guess is that I probably want to go back and like figure out how to actually play the game and you know, figure out stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff here in this game that I have no idea about. So anyway, that's kind of the way that it is. But we'll come back to this game a little bit later. Let me know what you think. And that's definitely not the last time that we'll play it. Hope that you enjoyed this. It's a little bit of fun and something you probably weren't expecting. Talk to you later. Bye.